If you're looking for alternative investments for saving for your retirement, other than the traditional provident, pension, and retirement annuity, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Yolanda. I'm a wealth advisor and I'm the director of Solomon Wealth. On this platform, I give you easy, actionable tips, content, and strategies that you can use to manage money well, to live abundantly, and build generational wealth. And today we're talking about alternatives to traditional retirement in South Africa. If you have traditional retirement products, these alternatives can provide you with a great deal of more cash flow during retirement. So it's definitely something that you should consider. And if you don't have traditional retirement, this should be your primary retirement investment vehicles. So let's break that down for you in this video. So I'm going to give you 3 tips today, and if you stick around with me in the end, I'm going to give you a 4th bonus tip that you really can't afford to miss. The first non-traditional alternative to traditional retirements that I would suggest would be a tax-free investment. Mainly because tax-free investments are not limited to Regulation 28. So Regulation 28 are the various restrictions that we have on traditional retirement products that will cap us at the amount of equity that we can have, that the amount of commodities that we can have, the amount of offshore exposure we can have. So we have all of those regulation in traditional retirement products, but you don't have that with tax-free investments. The benefits of tax-free investment is also tax-free growth. Traditionally, retirement products give you tax-free growth, but you have the same advantage with tax-free investments and you're not limited by Regulation 28. The only downside is you're capped at 36,000 Rand per year and up to 500,000 Rand per lifetime. And if you structure these as a traditional retirement annuity, as in your head, you have the discipline and the consistency to keep it going as a retirement product, you'll manage it like a retirement product. For example, when you're young, you're aggressive, you're maximizing offshore. And as you age, you'd move into more conservative, more stable funds. And eventually at retirement age, income generating funds, where you'll do those switches in order to have tax-free income at retirement, as opposed to traditional retirement products, which will be taxed in your hand in retirement age. The second non-traditional method that I will recommend as an alternative to retirements would be unit trusts. Unit trusts give you the ability to have fixed income and give you the benefit of unit appreciation over time. And when you are in a unit trust, you basically give all the investment decision over to a professional fund manager. You don't have to be tracking anything. You hand that work over to the fund manager and you just continue making your contributions. Obviously, at retirement, you don't even have to make those contributions anymore. And then you can swap or switch over to funds that basically provide you with an income. One of the benefits that you have with this kind of investment is that it is taxed at capital gains. In this type of investment, you tax when you receive dividends. The asset manager would pay it on your behalf to SARS, which is 20%. You will also be taxed on withdrawal, okay? But if you do it in your natural person, there are some nice exemptions that you can take advantage of. And if you have a good enough strategy, you can even bypass these taxes altogether. One of the benefits of capital gains tax in South Africa is when you do have a capital loss, that loss can be rolled over to provide you relief in the next tax period. So to arrive at a net capital loss, any assessed capital loss from the prior years are deducted from the aggregate gain from the current year. Or if you have the loss for current year, those losses are then added to this year's loss as well. So if there's still a net gain after those losses have been tallied, this is the amount that will be included. 40% of that will be included as your taxable income after you apply that 40,000 Rand exclusion. And obviously, if there's a loss, that loss will be carried over to the subsequent years. So it's a very nice tool to have, especially since you have that tax benefit where that loss can be carried over. The third non-traditional investment that I would recommend is endowments. Now, endowments give you this nice benefit of being in a tax neutral position. This sort of investment benefits investors with a higher tax bracket of 30 plus, because within this investment, the profits are taxed at 30%. So whatever you get in your hand when you withdraw is free of taxes. You don't have to pay taxes on any of that. I want you to check out this video here on the two-part retirement system that will change how you look at retirement in the future. And the bonus tip I have for you is to invest in gold and silver. Things like Kruger Rands. So although these physical Kruger coins, it does enjoy appreciation. In fact, over the past 30 years or so, gold has appreciated by more than 400%.